Say on streets.
Our streets.
Say on streets. And made it.
Right.
Made it. Whose streets?
Our streets.
Word on the beat, word on the beat, word on the beat.
Time after time after time after time after time after time after
Man, oh man. In this podcast, man, I'm going to really just stick it to you. Oh, yeah, let me not miss the introduction. It's your boy Bazz, and y'all tuned in to Ends Podcast. We live and we in effect. But in this podcast, not too many times I'm going to say go for what you know, but when you going out into an industry, you trying to start something new. Like, I'm just saying, your entrepreneur grind, things of that nature. We want to step out there. Go for what you know. And the reason why I say that, right? So, Ends, we got our hands into the fashion industry, right? I'm from Detroit where it gets cold, but at the same time, we flashy, but we ain't too flashy. We got our own different type of style. But I grew up always rocking hoodies and I always rock hats. So when I first got into the fashion game, besides the t-shirts and stuff like that, because that's how everybody get into it with the t-shirts, I made sure that I had to put my brand and my logo on some type of hat, because it was like I always wear hats. Like, ever since I was a young boy, like high school, all type of stuff, we was either wearing the Scullies, that's what we call like the little beanie, well, I don't know what y'all call them, like the beanie style that that you kind of roll up a little bit. We either rock those styles, the Scullies, or you got you a fitted or a snapback on, but you always had some type of hat. So for me, when I was first getting into like the whole entrepreneurship, man, fashion and branding and all that type of stuff, I was like, I gotta get me a customized hat made. Not even just, I gotta give me one, had to give me two, had to give me two different variations made, because that also go for what you know. You need to be able to switch it up. You feel me? You want your hats to last, but you also want people to see that, hey, it's two different styles to these. So when I was first starting out, it was just more so going for what I know. It was like, man, I know that I don't really wear too many exclusive colors. I'm not really I do got exclusive shoes, don't get me wrong. But I wear like a lot of black, you feel me? So that's why the first two colors I got was black. And people were like, oh man, you should get some more in like multiple different colors. I'm like, yeah, I offer them in multiple different colors. But for me personally, I'm gonna go for what I know. I like black. I'm a black type of nigga. So I'm gonna go for what I know. And just for that, I went for what I know. And it was real good. It caught wind. People like the black, sleek look. I feel like black is majestic. I feel like it's powerful. I feel like, it's just powerful beyond measure. It's the unknown, but it's also, you feel me? It's just powerful. So just in all, that's just a little bit of how we really got into like the whole making the hats, and why we even embody that, why we never gonna stop doing that. We gonna always offer hats as merchandise, and we gonna always offer hoodies, because that pretty much was always like the things. Like, we'll literally layer up a hoodies sometimes, or like, you'll wear like a certain type of jacket and a hoodie when you go outside, but we always had on hoodies, because not everybody had huge bubble coats. At one point, I did have a bubble coat. My mom had me in a bubble coat, because she from that era where the bubble coats was the thing, but she used to try to put me in a bubble coat. It just, we wasn't going. And then also, they didn't really last as long as just me being a kid running around. They get snagged all the time, so my bubble coats always used to get a hole in it or something like that. So I had to resort to the jacket with the hoodie underneath. And then also as I got older, we started to like that a little bit more because you're more nimble, you're more mobile with it. You feel me? Because you ain't got a big coat, but a big coat do help you out though. If you stand outside or something like that. You feel me? When you outside, the big coats help, but the hoodies also help too, because you can be mobile while you outside. So just depending on what you was outside doing, you know, you kind of like to have like that option. But a hoodie was always part of the mix. You might even have on one of them big snow jackets, one of them goose down, you know, one of them goose joints, and you might still have a hoodie on underneath. But I ain't gonna go too much into detail. I ain't gonna talk y'all ears off. I just want to say, man, go for what you know, man, because then that way you can really apply like your knowledge and your skill set towards that specific area or need. Like for example, you know, I'm gonna just bring it back. Like say, man, you grew up babysitting all your siblings your whole life. You feel me? As you know, like if you go for what you